All right. We're going live. Going live. I keep forgetting that this Twitter thing isn't working. So I don't know if we're live right now, but I'm taking us off of Twitter.
It says live.
It says we're live. Okay. Excellent. All right, guys. Let's just do this.
I believe we've missed our...
Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny. Nerdy Girls
podcast. Okay. Well, listen. So we used to be able to go live on. I said Twitter. We used to be able to go live on X. Now, in order to go live on X, you have to pay the premium price, and it's like,
No.
dude,
Wow.
at its peak, I would not have paid for Twitter. You think I'm going to pay now?
You think I'm paying for that? That's a no.
Negative. But every time I schedule the Kind of Nerdy Girls or the KJ Today Show, chat conversation, whatever I'm doing, I'm like, oh yeah, put it on Twitter. And then we go live and this error comes up and I can't tell if we're live or if it's stopping the whole show until I say Twitter or X or whatever. I'm not doing it. So anyway, hi. Welcome to the KJ.
Hello.
Welcome to the KJ rant of the
Tell us
night.
how you're feeling.
I know.
KJ's hot
KJ now
take.
has a hot take.
Yeah.
Leanne, producer Leanne checking in, crew number 10, Mary Beth, crew number 21 from Greenwood. Oh, we got Grandpa Patches is watching.
Hey, Grandpa Patches.
11. Michelle, crew number 3, recently promoted to crew community coordinator, doing a lot of behind the scenes work. And
cuss sounds.
if you do not have a crew number, you can get yourself one by going to kjcrew.com. That's crew with a K, kjcrew.com. Actually, I have a couple of concerts coming up that we're going to be giving away tickets to. So if you are local, definitely make sure you get signed up for the crew. And if you're not, like Leanne, she still wins stuff from like Conquest Journals and all the other cool stuff that we do. So, what I'm saying is it pays to be a crew member.
Or don't. I'm not the boss of you. It's fine.
You just live your life.
I just come here when they tell me to. I talk about my games. They make fun of me. I leave. That's about it.
That is that's the Kind of Nerdy Girls all summed up. So, we've got San Diego Comic-Con that there's still so much to be talking about. And before we get into any of the nerdy stuff, to get to know us a little bit better, just want to go around the horn, maybe, state where you're at in your life, maybe or maybe not, and what your cutoff time is for coffee during the day. The latest you'll drink coffee during the day. And I ask that you too, as a crew member, please in the comments, tell us what your cutoff time is for coffee.
And please say before 7 p.m. so we can be mean to Tia.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is so random.
This is the most random thing ever.
No, Tia, you go first. What time do you drink coffee at?
Yeah, go ahead, Tia. Let's just start with Tia.
So here at the Fabi McCarthy household, we don't believe in cutoff times.
And I mean, like, how much coffee is that? Like a pot of coffee that you're drinking? That mug is huge.
It's a 16 ounce.
All mugs look
normal
big in your
size.
tiny hands, KJ.
That's true. That's true.
Also, I do want people to know that I have ascended since the last time we've seen each other. I have stopped putting creamer in my coffee. So this is black.
Oh no!
That
Ew.
is disgusting.
Oh, no.
Ew.
He's an old man.
That is disgusting. All right.
Next, she's going to be like,
Tia,
I
why
need
don't
to
you
drip
love
pour.
yourself? Love yourself, Tia.
Leanne is checking in. Noon is her cutoff time. Mary Beth says there is no cutoff time.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Thank you.
Tia, before we go to the next person, can you just give us a little a status on your life?
Can I tell you really quick? My mom came over the other day, so I was like, all right, I'll make a pot of coffee. And
Coffee.
Go on.
Maybe more coffee.
And
Tia's in New York, by the way. The rest of us are all Midwesterners.
so I make a pot of coffee. She goes home and she texts me and she's like, I gotta tell you, Tia, your coffee could like take paint off a car.
And you're still drinking it at 7:00 at night.
I think, honestly, that's probably enough of an update on where you're at in your life.
Yes.
All right, let's go over to a gamer, Katie. The state of your life and what's your coffee cutoff time?
If I had to describe my life, I would say chaotic.
Yes. Could you stand up and prove that to us? You guys, look at Katie. She's so pregnant.
Oh gosh. Now I have to like scoot my chair. I'm out of breath.
I saw her like last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and I was like, Katie.
Oh
like,
yeah. Guess who's
from?
measuring 2 weeks ahead, by the way?
Ooh. Are you okay? Are you seriously coming to Popcon Louisville? And
Girl, I'm trying. I ain't got no schedules. I ain't got no plan. I need some deets, girl.
Okay. Well, Popcon Louisville is August 23rd through the 25th at the Kentucky International Convention Center, Katie.
The one by the Yum Center, I know. But I'm
just afraid
talking
you're gonna pop out a kid.
Schedules. I'm talking parking.
Yes. Hey, Jonna, could you do me a favor in this layout? The words are cutting your face off. Could you drop your webcam down a little bit? I know it's going to cut Chris Evans out of the shot, but we'd like to.
Both of my Chris Evanses.
Bummer. We're over him.
All right. By the way, Popcon Louisville is August 23rd through the 25th. I'm going to have to cut off the free tickets here pretty soon, probably within a week. So if you have not signed up to go to Popcon, there is no catch here. If you are a member of our Kind of Nerdy crew, you get 2 free tickets to go to Popcon Louisville with us. And we got the Grand Theft Auto guys, all 3 of them coming. We've got, I know Tia's face. She can't believe it's happening and she's not coming.
I know.
But Katie, to give you the inside update, the moderator schedule, I had a meeting about it today. So you will be getting your updates.
As the only one on this show who plans anything.
I appreciate it.
I need some planning.
Okay. You know what? Here's a little homework for you, Katie. Please go to popconlouisville.com and take a look at the guest list and let me know if there's anybody in particular that you would like to moderate at Popcon Louisville. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Awesome. So, okay. Let's go over to Jonna. Jonna, what's the status of your life and what's your coffee cutoff time?
I don't think anybody really needs to know the status of my life. I'm still alive, so that's pretty much the status. My coffee cup, I only have like 1 cup of like warm coffee in the morning, maybe 2, depending on how late I was up. But sometimes I do enjoy a nice refresher from Starbucks in the afternoon or Dunkin'. And that can last me pretty much into the night because, as we know, I'm bad at drinking things. So and that's a lot of caffeine in those drinks, like probably more than my white mocha that I drink.
Yeah, go ahead, Katie.
Not to be like #ad, but the kiwi watermelon refresher at Dunkin' is so good.
Really?
I get the strawberry one.
I'm not a watermelon fan, and I'll tell you, Jonna, I do the same thing for some reason. Like I have coffee in the morning, and then if I'm getting caffeine during the day, it's going to be a Starbucks refresher,
right?
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And those, did you see they actually they have like new drinks, and one of them's it's like the citrus burst or something, but they're like actual energy drinks, like as if Starbucks didn't have enough in it. They're like, hey, do you need but I'll tell you, I got the one because I don't remember where I was going, but if I'm out during the day and I have not had a nap, I am definitely going through a drive-through to get through my day at Starbucks. And I pulled up and I was particularly stressed about how little sleep I was running on, and they were like, brand new energy drinks. Try
got
the
you.
energy burst. And I was
I
like,
got you.
she was like, what can I take your order? And I was like, whatever that thing that's filled with energy is, I will take the biggest one you have.
She said, I need a Trenta right now.
Yep. So yeah, I'm same as you,
Look,
Jonna.
That just makes me worried because not to like, but I used to get the charged lemonade from Panera, and like there's like a lawsuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
People like had heart attacks.
I think somebody
People were
died.
having, like, heart attacks. There's like lawsuits against Panera now, and I'm like,
because it's like 13 times the caffeine you're supposed to have. Something like
that's
that.
Too
Yeah,
much.
It's like it's made of just caffeine.
Wait,
but like,
I feel like I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I get a refresher in the afternoon, like, it's got to be a venti. Like, I can't get like a small one. Like, I gotta get the venti, and then that'll last me like the rest of the day, and or into the next day, depending on how I'm feeling at night.
Not a Starbucks girly.
I'm not either. I have no idea what's on their menu. I like local cafes.
Oh, whatever.
Sorry, there's not a lot of local cafes.
Whatever.
Here, sorry.
Wait, but Katie didn't say what her coffee cutoff time is.
Here's the thing. I also don't have one.
Ooh.
Because it's so few and far between, right? Like, I'm a soda drinker, not a coffee drinker.
Okay.
But I will chug free coffee at work. And for my birthday, I get my free drink at Starbucks. And
that's the one time you go.
I go get my pumpkin spice latte, which they're going to have a Frappuccino version this time around. And that's pretty much it. The more cream and sugar in it, the better. So it's more of a dessert than a coffee. And I don't believe dessert should have a cutoff time.
Oh, okay.
I do like
thinking.
Well said. Well said.
I do like that Craig, Grandpa Patches said tequila works. So
yes, he also said his caffeine fix is Diet Pepsi or regular Fountain Cokes.
You got to be picky about your Fountain Cokes because, like, a Coke from Mountain Dew or a Coke from McDonald's is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I would like to counter that.
Fizzy, right? But the ice at Chick-fil-A is the best.
Don't worry, we'll get to some nerdy stuff soon.
I would like to counter that argument by saying that I do, in fact, like McDonald's Coke, but have you had Coke from Five Guys?
Yeah, for $10. No.
Dude, first of all, it's so good. Like, sometimes if I'm like, I really want a Coke, but I don't want to go to McDonald's because like it won't hit the right way, I'll go to Five Guys.
It ain't worth all that. I don't make enough to be drinking Five Guys beverages.
$500 at Five Guys to get me a nice, crisp, cinnamony tasting Coke.
Nothing is as crisp as a Sprite from McDonald's.
That's a
fact.
Nothing.
Wow.
Yo, have you ever had a Sprite from McDonald's? Oh my God, that's a charged lemonade right there. Okay.
No, because I always get the Coke.
You drink it and you like de-age.
Sometimes when I'm feeling like my tummy hurts, I'll get a Sprite from McDonald's, and whew, does that just take the tummy troubles away? Okay.
I noticed in the comments that there is a pop versus soda.
I can settle this argument. I'm from the Midwest, so I'm qualified to speak on this discussion.
Okay.
It is neither pop nor soda. Everything is a Coke. You ask people what kind of Coke they want.
That is a Southern thing. That is not a Midwest thing. No.
Nope.
I'm a Midwest girl.
Soda soda's the South, pop's the North, right? The Coke. There's like a band of Coke in the middle.
No one calls it pop here.
It's a Coke.
No one calls it pop.
What do they call it? Soda?
Well, to be fair, I don't really drink soda, but if someone's going to say it, they're just going to be like, I want a Pepsi, or I want a Coke, or I want a 7-Up. You know?
A sody pop.
See,
a sody.
Leanne is in
I say sodies.
Leanne is in Texas, and she has confirmed everything is Coke in Texas.
See?
That's Texas.
Okay, but that's Texas. Texas is its own like country, basically.
Listen, a broken clock is right twice a day, and I'm going to say Texas is right on the Coke thing.
The comment section is like on fire right now.
It's popping off in the comment section.
Want to talk about?
We
have waged war.
We are changing this podcast to a pop soda Coke podcast.
Are we going to end up winning the food category at Popcon this year?
Man, I hope so.
We got to take what's cooking with Patches out.
Yeah.
To dethrone them. Yeah.
Here, it's what's popping. So sorry, it's
Sody
pop.
pops. Yep.
Look, the comments are popping. Okay.
Eric and I watched 1,000-Pound Sisters on TLC
the
years ago,
sodies.
and she always refers to them as sodies. So in our house, they are
First of all.
sodies.
They were sodies when I was like a child. That's what my dad used to call them.
In my grandma's house, it was, would you like an RC cola?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm like waiting on Patches to pop in talking about some RC cola.
Wait, are there no like root beer lovers here or something?
I love root beer. Oh my god.
I
love
root beer.
Nothing beats a state fair sarsaparilla.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love a good sarsaparilla.
Makes me feel like a cowboy.
It's root beer. Period.
So
It's one word, root beer.
my mom used to do this thing when I was younger, and this may sound like really gross, and I saw this like discourse online a few months ago, but every once in a while it's like you get soda and then you put a little bit of milk in there.
No.
No.
No, you do not.
No.
No.
You
And you go
absolutely
straight
do
to
not.
HE double hockey stick if you do that.
I need Tia to be taken out right now. I need her to be banished.
Come on, get kicked out for saying dumb stuff. What
And
was
then,
that?
and then we do things like they're called like eclairs or something. Not the dessert, but it's like I have to ask my mom. I'll ask her, be like, Mom.
That sounds like
Please
a
call
crime.
Mom. We must know.
That sounds like you should
I'm
go
not
to
gonna
jail
call.
for putting milk in a soda. No.
That is disgusting.
I have seen the
That's a red
fluffy
flag.
sodas going around on TikTok.
The
Yeah,
what?
that's like a
Like
new
the
thing.
marshmallow
So
fluff
gross.
around the outside, and then you
Oh,
do
that's
ice
so
in your cream.
gross.
No.
I don't even like root beer floats, bro.
Nah.
Like,
I love
Look,
a
you
good
guys,
root
we
beer.
are 17 minutes into this show.
That's
But it's
okay.
what people want. Have you seen this
started it,
chat?
Okay. KJ.
Oh,
And
okay,
we-
wait. So it's not an eclair, it's called an egg cream, the type of
Ew.
like drink I'm talking about. It's Yiddish and it is made with I have to look it up. I'm sorry.
It's got
La-
it. Is it the one that has egg
milk
whites
and
in it?
Pepsi was a Laverne and Shirley thing. That's a
Ooh.
throwback.
And it should stay that way.
Okay. So
There's a
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
disco died in the 70s too. I'm just saying.
an egg cream is a cold beverage consisting of milk, carbonated water, and flavored syrup, typically chocolate or vanilla, as a substitute for an ice cream float. So.
No, what kind of
Bad.
substitute is that? That's an insult.
Oh my gosh. And Natalie also chiming in that it's the soda and milk. She corrected herself there. I feel like it's a black cow. And also saying they did this on Laverne and Shirley. Oh my God. I never thought we would talk
And
about
that's where
Laverne
it
and
should
Shirley.
stay because that's gross. Yeah.
Okay, stressful.
I don't even know where to go from here. That's gross.
No,
Well, listen,
thank you.
at least they turned it around to Laverne and Shirley. So we're talking about a TV show.
Oh, what do you think?
That
Those
wasn't even our
culture
own
shows
segue.
about other things other than soda? No.
I need you to submit this for the podcast awards. Thank you.
Yeah, there's our food win.
Hey, I don't want you guys taking my crown. Come on.
We
I'm
have
going
to-
down.
We're competing against each other, Patrick.
I know, right? It's a KJ Today Civil War.
So is there like
That's
a
a
prize
nerdy
for the
war.
runner-up? Should I bring like a consolation prize? Because
Can we get
Patrick
like
is
a
gonna
silver
lose.
medal or something
What?
instead of the gold?
No.
Since
Like
the
a paper
Olympics,
plate
you know?
that says you tried.
Oh,
Thanks for trying.
Oh, that's
I
a good
like
idea.
this. I like this segue. Who do we have here that's watching the Olympics?
Kind of.
Oh, everybody. Okay. All right. What's your highlight? Go ahead, Katie.
My highlight.
Yeah.
What's it called? The men's
Pommel horse?
gymnastics.
The pommel horse.
Pommel horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steven on the pommel
Yes.
horse.
Laura
Let's
Kent,
talk
our
about
teenage
Steven on the pommel
heartthrob.
horse.
Yep.
bro. Let's
He's
talk about it,
you
okay?
mean
Yep.
the specialist?
And
The
our girl,
specialist?
Katie
Is that what they
Ledecky,
call
with
them?
an 8th gold medal, and
Yeah.
Simone Biles, the most decorated gymnast ever.
Oh my God, right?
USA.
Look, man.
And by the
Other
way,
thing
Katie
is-
Ledecky set an Olympic record today with the 1500 meter.
Listen,
Dude.
she's got to keep us Katie strong, you know.
I saw a video of her finishing a race, and it was a solid like 30 seconds before anybody else came into
No
the frame.
one was
I
in
like,
the
she's just
frame.
hanging
like,
out.
What's going on?
Yeah, that
Like,
was
everyone else was going. Everyone else
Yeah,
was
that
going
was
the
a
opposite
1500
way, and she
meter.
was going back.
Yeah, that's
Bro.
exactly it. That was a 1500 meter that she won by like like 17 seconds over everyone else and set the Olympic record.
She could have gotten out of the pool, dried off, and gone and got dinner and come back, and they still wouldn't have been.
She could have went back to the other end
Basically.
and back, and she still would have beat him.
Oh yeah, dude,
I don't know
Katie
why they even
Ledecky's a
bothered
gangster.
showing up that day. It was like
Seriously,
why do you guys even try? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been
Simone
great.
Biles is
Alright.
killing it. Steven, whatever his name, I can't say his last name.
Clark Kent.
yep,
Clark Kent.
He's,
Yes.
like, he's my
just
new.
Clark Kent.
He's a new love of my life. That's all I'm saying.
he's
Because, you
charming.
know, he's so
charming.
cute.
I
Everyone
love
think it's
the like the
wonderful.
shots over him on the sideline where he's just like napping. Like, just let me know when you need me. I'll be over here
Make it to the
sleeping.
Olympics for one thing.
And
I'm
one
a
thing
horse.
only. And the
And
best
he
thing
killed it.
and the best thing was like him like I feel like Jonna and I were represented that day with the glasses.
With the
'cause he-
glasses?
He took it off and he was like, that man couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything. And he
Or the
still
lady that's
killed it.
fencing 7 months pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
it's been a
gosh.
year. It's been a year.
Bro.
It's only been like a week, but it's been a
Also,
year.
let's talk about Snoop Dogg and Flava Flav being like the biggest hype people for the Olympics this year. I'm like, this is my favorite thing ever in life.
It's the
Well-
greatest. I mean,
Oh my God.
honestly, there's never been a more entertaining Olympics. And I don't usually like the Summer Olympics. I'm more of a Winter Olympics person
Same.
because I enjoy all of the extreme stuff that's happening. I love the ski and shoot. I know that's not what it's called, but
I
that's what they freaking do. They ski and they
Skeet
shoot.
shooting?
Like, yeah, yep.
Eat shooting. You were close. You just had to say eat at the end. Personally, am here for the Winter Olympics with the ice skating. That's all.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's called the biathlon. So just
Mhm.
pop it in.
Thanks,
Well,
Patches.
Thanks, man.
But no, with Snoop Dogg, with the I don't know if you guys watched the opening ceremonies. Tia and I talked about it in our What's Poppin' in Pop Culture special. But like, I was like, like Paris is like, screw you guys. It's a spring break opening ceremony.
Bro.
Everybody's coming in on boats. Everybody's partying. Sometimes we're gonna have countries coming in. Then
And
we're
it
gonna go to
rained.
Lady Gaga doing something wild.
Look, bro,
like-
it's basically Mardi Gras in Paris and their sports.
Listen,
at the
they don't
same
have a
time.
lot, okay? They don't get a lot. Let them have it, you know.
Look, I mean, they're
Paris?
doing a great job at like hosting, I will say, because everyone seems to be having a fantastic time.
I've heard there was a food shortage amongst the athletes right at the
It's-
beginning.
Also,
Well,
the
wow.
beds are made out of cardboard, which is pretty hilarious.
And didn't a year ago Paris just get attacked by bed bugs? Yeah.
yes.
I don't
yeah.
Mm.
know. Everyone seems to be
But-
having fun.
Can we go
Entertaining.
back to- hang on, they're sleeping on cardboard beds.
Yes. if you look at the beds, like they look like from the untrained eye, they look like normal, like single beds. But then when they lift up the mattress, the entire frame is just made out of like cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's
Are
not
they-
even.
Are they complaining about it?
No.
They're just
I think
highlighting.
Tia's the only one complaining about it.
No, it's not a complaint. It's just
Yeah,
kind of like
Found a way to
I
work
demand
around it.
better for Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I do. But I wanted to say, Flavor Flav literally like sponsoring the women's like water polo team is hilarious.
Yes.
And you want to talk about random Olympic? First of all, breakdancing is like an Olympic sport now, and I didn't know that like shooting was an Olympic sport, which I guess it has been for a while.
Sideways shooting. Yeah.
But they look like it's so futuristic with like the patch over the eye and like the way it's just like the craziest looking thing to me. So yeah, the Olympics is.
And I will say, like, props to the NBC, the coverage on Peacock, and like the multi-view that you can do. I mean, it's just it's way more accessible and fun to watch.
Mhm.
And thank you, Michelle. Yes, we need darts in the Olympics. Everyone, please put that out on the social media. It is
believe it's
insane that
not.
there's breakdancing in the Olympics and not darts. Okay? And listen, I love to dance. Just saying. We're talking about things that are sports.
Listen,
I
they
have
made
one-
curling a sport.
I have one improvement I would make to the Olympics.
Okay.
I have a bunch, but this one's my favorite.
Okay.
I think for every panel of commentators / judges, there should be one random person that does not know how the rules are.
Oh my God, please let that be me.
Like gymnastics, you're like, I mean, it looks good. I don't know. Like, they bounced. Are you allowed to do that? You know? I mean,
my God.
They just need to
That
have
would-
Snoop Dogg doing it because he's the best at commentating.
My mom and I would do that all the time when I was a kid, and we'd watch the Olympics. We'd be like, "Oh my God, look at that dismount! It was so beautiful, amazing, blah blah." And the judges would be like, "That was terrible."
That's
Three.
literally insulting to the Olympics itself, you know. And you're like, I liked it.
But I love the fact that
You tried doing it.
like
you
we
lay
all
on your
become
couch.
experts in these
Yeah.
sports that we know nothing about.
You
By
lay
the
on your
end, you're
couch.
like, oh no.
Listen,
No, that is not the landing she was going for.
I did gymnastics as a kid, so I have slight amount of authority.
You lay on
here.
your couch, chips in hand, and you watch, and you're like, wow, you went all the way to the Olympics to F that up. What a shame. Sucks for you. Loser.
Let's talk about Simone Biles freaking killing it and her husband being the most supportive man I've ever seen in my life.
He should be.
You're
He's
married
the
to
best.
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Like-
He is Simone Biles' husband. He's not whatever football player he is. That is
Yeah.
Simone
Nobody
Biles.
cares
He
about the
was
NFL.
a Packers
okay?
player. I'm super sad that he's not with the Packers because she was going to all the Packers games. Like it was the coolest thing. You'd see her on the sidelines at Lambeau Field. Now he's cheering her on. It's awesome. I love those two.
She
They're
can
my
launch
fave.
herself 12 feet in the air. You better be
Bro.
supporting her.
She's also so small though,
She could like kick you in the chin. No problem.
bro. All those
I
flips
saw-
and twists she's doing, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
With her messed up ankle.
right?
Mhm.
Right.
I saw this like interview from I don't know who the hell this woman was, but she was like, "Oh, it's not entertaining anymore seeing Simone Biles. She just has done everything. There should be a cutoff of how many like Olympics you do." And I'm like,
She's
sounds like
too
someone's
good.
jealous. All right, stop being a hater.
Sounds like you're
Too
bitter
good.
because you didn't make it to the Olympics. Sorry.
And Michael Phelps is not allowed to swim anymore. Okay, whatever.
Michael Phelps is just out here living his best life, okay?
As
He's
he
winning his
should.
baby. He's doing the best that he can, okay? I love it.
All right, but before is there anything else with the Olympics?
I'm
Everybody's
just having
good.
a great time seeing the reels and watching, like, seeing people's
you-
reactions to what's going on. It's the best. It's the most entertaining, I think, that the Olympics have been.
I agree.
We
Legitimately.
needed this as a
We did.
planet.
Well,
Like
I mean, the
last
2020 Olympics, as we
spring.
know, were kind of
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
the world needed this.
Yeah,
Also-
absolutely.
I've never felt more patriotic considering we're dominating like every single sport and everything.
Right.
So
For
Pretty
real.
easy to be
Shooting.
patriotic. I don't know that the
Shooting.
rest of the world likes it, but we're like, yeah, we told you. We're
sounds like a
badass
bunch of
over here in
losers.
America.
That's loser
Sounds
talk.
like a bunch of
Yeah.
haters.
You're like, guess what? We can play rugby now.
I will say
Yeah,
there
yes,
is-
we can.
There's
Yes, we
nothing
can.
more unifying than they rock up in their little Glee-inspired outfits, USA, and you're like, yeah, USA, USA. I don't even care what the sport is. We're gonna win.
in the biggest boat too. All right, like in the
Oh.
biggest
Well,
boat.
they
just
had
going-
like 1 million people, and then some of the teams had like 6 whole guys. Like that's
Oh, I
it.
know.
It's
My
cute
little,
though.
my little
Belize
country
has
of
one.
Liechtenstein had one.
Oh,
Like,
And you know they went home a hero. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, you guys, this is disgusting. We are
can we do a whole show that's not pop culture?
no, because we are 28 minutes into the episode of
think
the
we're doing
Kind of
great.
Nerdy Girls, where Robert Downey Jr. has returned to
yes.
the MCU, and we're not talking about it. What?
Honestly,
Why should I?
on.
I absolutely screamed when I saw that video the next day. I was like,
I mean, what a reveal, right?
Bro.
Dude. And I mean, I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, you know, if there was another character in the MCU that Robert Downey Jr. could totally embody, it is Doctor Doom. Like it is absolutely. Katie, you don't seem like you really care that much.
It's not that I don't care. I'm like burnt out.
Burnt out on Marvel.
Marvel, superheroes, Robert Downey Jr., you name it. Like
You are burnt out on Robert
I
Downey
am.
Jr.
First off, not an Iron Man fan. Never have been.
That's true.
it's true.
But like
this-
it, Doctor Doom, okay.
Look,
You've been burnt out on Marvel for a while. though.
I have. I feel
Yeah,
like
you don't-
we're way
let's take Katie out of the
oversaturated.
conversation. Katie doesn't
Well,
get to
listen.
be here.
I said I.
Oh, I'll remember that.
Listen, I said to KJ when we were talking the other day, I was like, listen, I kind of felt a little burnt out too. I wasn't like a former fan, right? I wasn't sitting there like, but I wasn't as excited. And this, I was like, Kevin Feige was just sitting there and he was like, everyone probably feels this way. What do we do, guys? Someone call Robert Downey Jr. up.
Get the Russo brothers.
We can't just rely on Robert Downey Jr. to save us from our bad
decisions.
Yes, we can. Okay? No, we can't.
We can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Well,
and you've now limited yourself to no matter what, the mask cannot come off because you're really going to confuse some people.
No, I think it's going to be fine. And remember, okay. Dude, you guys, am I the only person that's seen Deadpool and Wolverine?
I see it on Saturday.
Thanks.
I get my
Chris Evans already spoiled it for me. So
don't stop it.
Listen, Jada, I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine at 9:00 in the morning on Monday. Yes, Flick's Brewhouse does have a 9:00 showing.
would assume so.
We were the only ones in the theater. Nobody else goes to a movie
that's
at
my
9 o'clock
favorite.
on Monday morning. It's great.
I absolutely would have skipped work to go to the movies.
But I'll tell you, Jada, I knew going in. I had also heard some things. It still doesn't spoil it for you. It is so wonderful. You're not spoiled. Because what's happening is so much fun. I don't want to give anything else away, but it is Deadpool in the MCU. And it's very weird to have them to have the realization of how different Deadpool was from an MCU movie and then have them together was awkward at first. And you had to kind of be like, wow, this is really happening. But Hugh Jackman is fantastic. And the Wolverine with the actual costume and the way that they brought him back and the way that they used so much of what they've been building. And yes, it's been kind of hard and dull and boring at times, but what they've been building in the MCU since Endgame made Deadpool's transition into the MCU flawless. It was like, oh, that totally makes sense. Okay, I'm in. What they did with Wolverine totally makes sense. It was just, I don't know if they have been planning that as a big kickstart to the MCU of let's do all of these things to get it to where when it's time to bring Deadpool, it's going to just rock everybody's world and also make sense. But it did feel like that. So it restored my not that I didn't have faith. It kind of, like Tia said, it just kind of rejuvenated me as a Marvel fan.
Well, it just kind of, after the whole Jonathan Majors having to leave and all that stuff, I was like, well, now what are we gonna do? We have had so much build up to this storyline and now we have nothing. Everything that happened is basically dead. It was for no reason. You guys spent millions of dollars for nothing.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, RDJ's coming back. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay, that means that they're gonna do something big. And I also saw a spoiler that, because TikTok just can't let me have anything, that they were putting Deadpool in the MCU or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, I can see this happening, Yeah. You guys are good.
I'm telling you, we are. So obviously Patches has, a job that has regular hours. So he did not go see Deadpool and Wolverine. But he had plenty of opportunity on Saturday and did not want to get up out of the chair. And so then he was like, I'm so offended. I thought we would see that together. And I was like, you could have went. We were home all day on Saturday. You were keeping it from me all day on Saturday. I went and saw it on Monday without you. Go ahead, Patches.
Invited, so.
Oh, why? Thank you for the report, AJ. So I, to my defense, as much as I wanted to see said Deadpool and Wolverine, so many times you said
allegedly.
Allegedly. Let's go with that. So many times. All I got all day was, you know what? This has been so awesome. Thank you for such a relaxing day. We really needed
I
this.
said that at the end.
Allegedly.
And 5 times during the day, I said, "Are you ready to go to Deadpool? You're
Allegedly.
gonna get up and go to Deadpool now?" And you just didn't answer.
So no.
You didn't say no. You just ignored me. Like,
Maybe to be fair, Patches is an old man. Maybe he didn't hear you.
Maybe he wanted to go see Twisters instead, because I did. I saw that first.
Is that the one with the cow? The one with Helen Hunt?
It has a cowboy.
Oh, okay.
The whole internet.
This is a tornado movie?
Okay, to be fair though, great movie. And then also he was handsome. That was just a bonus. That was a bonus. And he was like smart and charming and a good person. I'm like, oh here we go.
All right. For the record.
And there's tornadoes.
For the record, KJ said she didn't want to do a damn thing on Saturday. I respected her wishes. I did not want her to be in a bad place. At this point, my chicken is about to burn. So thank you, guys.
Allegedly. And then he leaves.
He kicked him out.
No. Stand by. She kicked me.
Uh-oh.
What I said.
Fight.
She did not. All right. Yes.
Fight.
No. I have the same controls as you do, woman.
Fight.
What I said, and as the host of the show, I am voice 1. I speak first.
Do you? All right, everybody. So KJ thinks it's fun to take me out.
Are we
of
allowed
the
to kick
feed,
KJ off her own podcast?
Well, we just
I didn't know we could do that.
What I said was, I don't want to make any plans. Let's see how it goes. And then I was like, let's go to Deadpool. Nope. So, okay, we'll watch another X-Men movie, because that was what we did all day. We just rewatched the X-Men, because I was like, if I can't go to Deadpool, I guess I'm going to rewatch X-Men. And he ruined it. So
I don't know how you guys are like, oh, let's just go to the movies now. I'm like, I bought my tickets a week ago. I need to know when my time is.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if Patches wants to come back in, but I want to go see it again.
I see smoke on the stove.
You're not wrong.
Don't burn the cat's chicken. That's terrible. I want to go see it again, because there are so many things happening, and the dialogue is it's very Deadpool. It's very witty. And also there are things about it that I would very much like to see with you ladies. Obviously, Tia, you're not flying in to go see Deadpool and Wolverine with us.
Damn you, Tia.
Just some point you're going to have to move here.
Is it the dog?
No, it's not the dog.
Because the dog going in is the only thing I care about.
That ugly dog.
Yeah.
Dog pool. He's so cute. Yes, how is she? I think her
That's
name
all
is
I
Peggy.
care about. Is this
Her
dog.
name is Peggy in real life.
I definitely don't care about Hugh Jackman or Wolverine. And Ryan Reynolds, hit or miss.
Yes, but Katie, there is a part of this movie that I would really like to see with you. So I think we're gonna, and I was gonna throw it out there to everybody that's watching tonight. Michelle and the Millers and the regulars and the Kind of Nerdy Network, and you, if you've never done it and gone to see a movie with us, that maybe we should go on Saturday.
I've already purchased my tickets for Saturday.
Netflix. Okay.
There's only like 4 time slots, so you have a 25% chance of being right.
Oh no.
You're not gonna tell KJ like what time.
Now, why would I do that?
Don't say anything yet, because I don't want anybody to buy tickets and then we're not coming. So
I mean, I'm going.
Yes. So stand by. We'll see if we can't organize an impromptu Kind of Nerdy night out to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Anything else out of San Diego Comic-Con, or was it Robert Downey Jr. was just the big thing that y'all took away? Was it anything, Katie, for you?
I mean, there was a lot of like the Fantastic Four. And
yeah,
I don't
but
know
do you
how
care?
I feel about. I mean, I love Pedro Pascal, so like I might have to care about that. But I don't know. All of it, I was kind of like lukewarm about it. Just meh.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling
I'm
it.
pretty excited for Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford in the new Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
It seemed like that'd be a pretty good like
It's
duo.
his
And like
time.
I'm super excited for Red Hulk for some reason. I'm like, ooh,
Really?
Hulk. Well, yeah, because Harrison Ford's Red Hulk.
I know, but
I'm like, oh,
They need to let Harrison Ford rest.
I'm just excited for Harrison.
Just like money.
I'm excited to see Harrison Ford at like the press tours when people ask him super nerdy things, and he's just gonna look at them like.
Dude, he looks so psych at San Diego Comic-Con. He was
No,
I'm like, okay, Harrison Ford, well, who put something in your coffee this morning? Are you drinking the coffee T is drinking over there? What's going on?
When's his coffee cut off?
All right. Well,
drink coffee all day.
let's head into the gaming update because Katie's the only person on the show that ever prepares for anything. So it's time for a gaming update with Gamer Katie.
Oh gosh, you got the glasses on.
Oh God,
I can't read with them because they're my regular glasses.
take them off and go do a pummel routine.
I can't see.
First of all, I don't think Katie could hoist herself up right now.
I probably could, but not very well. Not Olympic gold worthy. I got
They didn't get gold. They got bronze, I think.
They still got a medal the first time in 16 years.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah.
I know they still place, but she said gold, and I'm like,
And I would wear it every day till I die.
Mhm.
Everywhere I go, I'd be like at Starbucks, and they'd be, I'd be like, oh, you see my medal? Yeah. It has part of the Eiffel Tower in it.
So let me ask this: do you carry your beautiful Emmy Award everywhere you go as well?
It's on my mantle, and when it comes up, I do bring it and flash it places.
Nice.
Very nice.
She's like, oh, do you see my Emmy?
Oh, you mean my award-winning productions? Yeah.
My first child, thank you.
That's my dog. Okay, I have 4. Which one do
Okay.
you want to hear first? Give
Well,
me a
I don't.
number.
Whichever one
number
makes you the
3.
happiest, Kate.
Number 3, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions.
Okay.
Coming to everything September 3rd. It's for our sports fans because I know we love sports now. It's going to be a multiplayer game where you can play Quidditch in all 4 positions, and you can play with your friends and compete. And they're going to have like different.
Together?
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have to update my PS2.
It's on PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, basically everything. Yeah.
Not PS2.
No, you need a couple more numbers for that
Okay.
one.
How about it?
You need at least that 3.
They kind of stopped making games for the PS2 like
You need a PS2 plus 3.
And another PS2. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I would love to play Quidditch.
Okay, next 1, 2, or 4.
Jonna?
4.
4. Stalker 2: The Heart of Chernobyl is finally coming out this year, allegedly. It's a first-person shooter survival horror set in Chernobyl, Ukraine. Basically, it's kind of like an alternate universe thing where
Are we
a
stalking
second
someone in Chernobyl?
so you're called a stalker if you like go in and explore the area, but basically a second Chernobyl happened in 2006-ish, and then it caused like all these spookity happenings. So like there's anomalies and mutants and monsters. Spookity. I can't talk anymore, But it's the 4th
baby's
Stalker
taking it
game.
all from her,
I
guys.
love the series.
Oh, man. I can't wait for Spookity season.
Spookity season. And it's the first one they're making in 15 years. So
Wow.
it's been a hot minute. I loved them because I was like, my Rome was Chernobyl, and I needed to know everything about it.
Okay.
So I was like super invested in that.
Oh, so
Well,
this is what
apparently
you're
they
gonna
have
be
tours
doing.
now.
I don't know that you want to go right now,
No, not right now.
but I do want to go.
Mhm.
And everybody
No,
tells
thank
me
you.
no, that they don't want to go. So I need
just
to find
not
a
while
buddy.
pregnant.
First of all, Katie, you cannot get on a plane right now, okay?
Not to mention that it's a war zone, but sure.
Well, I mean, you couldn't get on a plane. Even if it wasn't a war zone, you
I'm allowed to
cannot get on a
fly
plane
until
right now.
31 weeks.
Wow.
That's like next week, bro.
Wait, so how are you going to get to Popcon?
Louisville is a 2-hour drive from my house.
Oh,
Super.
never mind.
It's super quick drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tia, how are you going to get to Popcon Louisville?
Yeah. Yeah, Tia.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, Tia. Don't you want to see Stephen Ogg? Jeez.
Yeah, Tia.
It was his fault for not coming to PopCon at Indiana. Okay, well, so
It was his professional schedule. It was not his fault. Tia,
Sure.
okay?
Professional
Mhm.
schedule.
All right.
Mhm.
What do we have left? What's
I
it?
have 2 more. and I'll just blow through them real quick. World of Warcraft is getting its 10th expansion. It's called The War Within. It is supposed to be the first of a new trilogy, and that comes out tomorrow is August, so later that month.
Later that month.
It's not this month. It's that month. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously it's not this month. Today's the last day of this month.
So it's that month. Yeah. It's not this, it's that. And then Star Wars Bounty Hunter comes out tomorrow.
Ooh, tomorrow.
It is a remaster of a game from 2002 where you play as Jango Fett hunting down a dark Jedi right before Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Nice.
Yeah.
So KJ could probably play the original. I imagine that came out on PS2.
I actually think it was a PS2 game. I'm pretty sure.
See, I can get caught up.
Ish.
Get caught up. To then not finish it.
But everybody likes Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Katie, have you been hearing about Star Wars Outlaws? Apparently the first 10 minutes of gameplay came out and it's not been received very well.
Yikes.
Let me go to Google.
10 minutes. What happens in the first 10 minutes of the game? You dress your character?
Well, I don't know. They're showing 10 or not the first 10 minutes, but they're showing 10 minutes worth of footage. And there are some questionable moments that it's this is a game that's supposed to be releasing in 2024. Should look a little better than this.
Yeah, it's the same way I felt about the Starfield trailer. Ooh, yikes.
Oh, Katie.
Ooh, we need Katie reaction videos more often.
Yeah, that's
Massive Entertainment. Nuh-uh.
It's a Ubisoft, I think.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Publisher is Ubisoft and Lucasfilms. Yep. Nope.
Okay.
You're getting first-hand reactions from Katie here.
Woof.
Whoa.
I can't believe it was nominated for anything. Ugh. Most anticipated game.
Hasn't Star Wars had a history of their games are hit and miss?
Yes, but when they're good, they're really good.
And when they're not, they're woof.
Yeah. Woof is a nice word for it. But you get to play as Darth Vader in any of those games. You're like, yeah, it's fine by me. It's okay. It's great.
All right.
I tried to play some of the Force Unleashed, but then I just don't think I'm very good at playing Star Wars games. I did not do well in it.
That's not Star Wars' fault.
It might be. It might be.
All right. Let's go around. We'll just do a round of binges and books and see what everybody's watching and reading. Jonna, I see you reaching for a book.
That's a weird shaped movie.
A really big movie that I had to watch with my eyes and read all the subtitles.
Oh man, so much.
With
So
no
what's your book?
pictures. It's called Very Sincerely Yours by Carrie Winfrey. And it's about this girl who gets dumped by her boyfriend because he's a D-bag. And he's awful, okay? She thinks that he's gonna propose to her. And so she's making dinner and playing really nice music. And then he comes in and he's like, I want to break up. And she's like, what? What do you mean? And then he's like, and you need to leave. I was like, what? This is wild. So then she watches this. It's the male main character of the book. His name's Everett. Okay, and I would like to tell you guys that this book is set in the U.S. and for some reason I kept reading them in British accents. I couldn't tell you why.
Did it make sense better?
They sounded better British. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
You've been watching too much Hallmark.
Yeah.
I don't watch Hallmark that much anymore, guys.
Yeah, you just came off of Bridgerton.
Didn't we all?
Not me.
Bridgerton.
Never watched it.
Me either.
Maybe you should do yourself a favor.
High five me, Tia.
Wow, this is the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and go watch it. You can watch this, but you should watch Bridgerton.
Anyway, so this guy, his name's Everett, and he hosts a children's TV show. kind of like a mix between like Mr. Rogers and the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
And what's her name? Teddy. She watches his show. And so she emails him and she's like spilling her guts. And it's just so sweet because their emails are just like so fresh. I'm like,
yes, go ahead, Katie. You've got a
okay, if you're gonna trash talk me, I do not want to hear it.
An adult woman watching children's shows?
Questionable.
Question mark.
And then spilling her feelings to some celebrity.
Yeah, what is this pen pal
nonsense? Such a d-bag, you know. Sometimes you can tell random strangers things. Okay.
So you run to the arms of Mr. Rogers.
I mean,
so
he's
anyway,
everyone's neighbors.
So anyway, they were pen pals.
To Mr. Rogers' defense, he was an amazing human being. So
I love Mr. Rogers.
That's true.
Exactly.
But when you think Mr. Rogers, you don't think romance.
Well,
I hope not.
No.
I hope not.
As Jonna knocks her microphone over.
If you do, keep it to yourself.
John is like, I am just trying to tell you about this book that I've been reading and everything. What? You guys
are
right,
Jonna, how many weeps do you give this thing?
Out of how many? How many do we normally have?
Like out of 10 weeps.
Ooh, 10.
I'd give it like a 7.
7 weeps? Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, because they're pen pals for a really long time via email, and then they accidentally like meet in person, and then they start dating, and then they break up, and I was like, you guys can't break up. It was so stressful for me when they broke up, y'all. Like,
yes,
y'all don't understand.
they air quotes accidentally meet. Yes, I understand.
Accidentally meet.
Yes,
well, that's how it happens sometimes, Patches.
Patches, if you want to fight me, that's all you have to say, okay?
Dude, I'm just saying that. I mean, like Body Heat. I can name a crap ton of movies of like.
At least
oh
she's
my
not
god,
a catfish.
it's you. Ew,
you know what?
How random.
I give it 7 weeps. I'm done talking. Thank you. Yeah, give us your hot take.
All right, what you got going on there, Tia? What you got for us? What are you watching? Are you caught up on the House of the Dragon?
I'm caught up on House of the Dragon, right? Oh, so are you caught up at House of the Dragon?
Yes, I watched it.
Oh,
so I literally watched it right before we started doing this, and it was like all of the dragon action I've been waiting for. It was so great.
It was so hilarious where they're like, oh, come all people, you may possibly ride a dragon, and then Vermithor literally just barbecued all of them in like one shot. And it was like the best that I saw was like, remember the scene from Shrek with Lord Farquaad, and he's like, some of you may die.
But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
And that
we knew, like, I don't even feel like if you haven't watched it, it's not even a spoiler. Like, no. All these people are walking to their death. This dragon is like, oh, hell no.
Well, and like, so you have like last episode, right, where that one knight tried to ride Sea Smoke.
Right.
And I was watching it with Paulie, and it's like he was taking too long. He's like, and it's like the dragon's like, oh, you're a coward, you know, and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then this episode to have Vermithor barbecuing everyone.
Tia, what was that when that dragon didn't like?
I'm not doing it again. You're not getting a clip.
I love Tia's impression.
It'll go in the highlights.
You do a good dragon impression, Tia, I think.
It's honestly probably the best impersonation of a dragon I've ever seen in my life. Thank you.
Like, why did they not just cast you to be the voice for all the dragons?
Right, exactly. You could put the green screen
you
suit
could be
on.
Like a billionaire right now, being a dragon.
Right?
Yeah. Mr. Collins, Tia.
Yeah, you're a green suit character actor for every dragon for the rest of time. This is great.
Thank you.
You're like how Nosferatu defined vampires, right? Like Tia defined dragons.
Royalties. When you die, Tia, your family will get royalties off of your sound effects for the rest of their lives, bro. Come on, Tia.
So anyway,
we're just being mean to everybody this round, aren't we?
Don't make her angry. She'll turn into a dragon again.
I call dibs on being first next month, okay? Every time we get to the end, I'm the one who gets ished on, and then Tia comes in here and we're mean to her too. Me and Tia
not to make a dragon pun, but everybody's getting flamed today.
Word.
Wait, okay, so you have Vermithor, who then just barbecues everyone until Hugh Hammer's like,
How did he do it?
No. And then
rewind.
But then the funniest part was, so you have that, and then there's this other guy, Ulf, who he's like running away. He's like, oh no, shit, I'm out, right? And then he just stumbles, and this other dragon just kind of like wakes up, and he's like, oh man, that's it, I'm gonna die. And then the dragon's just like, all right, fine.
Like it was the
I
weirdest
didn't realize
thing.
the dragons were from New Jersey.
Oh my god,
dragons!
We've officially broke Tia. This is amazing.
And then wait, and then
Is there
right?
time to change the credits to Tia the Dragon? There we go. There we go.
I feel like that's a book that I would read. Like, hey, you got to read this new book. It's Tia the Dragon from New Jersey.
And she's gonna be like,
first of all, it's a children's book and or a YA novel, as we know.
it depends on how many people get barbecued.
It's a graphic novel. I got it.
No.
Graphic novel.
And it has to go.
I'm gonna ask AI to write a children's book called The Dragon.
Literally,
the dragon from
literally, Rhaenyra's whole army is like people who just like got their dragons in the craziest of ways. Like Sea Smoke literally chased Adam. He was like, "Hey, hey, you come here." Vermithor was like, "Oh, Hugh's kind of badass. Let's do this." And then like Silverwing was just like, it's fine." And so then when Aemond like rode on Vagar thinking that he was going to actually do something, and then he sees Rhaenyra with her 3 dragons who are just like,
Yeah.
They were like, "What?" I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I heard.
There's your new celebration clip for the KJ Today show.
I think next month we should all come with our best dragon impressions. Who does the best?
Nobody's topping Tia the Dragon from New
In
Jersey.
costume.
In costume.
So
Next
anyway.
episode, everyone in cosplay. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, after the next one will be the finale of House of the Dragon season 2. So,
And it's gonna be so many dragons. What do you
So
think they're
many
gonna be
dragons.
doing, Tia?
Or
Oh god.
Oh, that's I mean, that's all I'm watching too. So, and I can't top any of this commentaries.
I will tell you guys that I did start a new documentary about JFK, in case you're wondering.
Oh,
It's on Hulu.
I can't believe there's another new
Another
documentary about JFK.
It's about his whole life. It's not about the fact that he got murdered. It's his whole life.
that's only
leading up
one
to when he
small
got
part of
murdered.
his life, okay?
Oh, finally. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the spoiler. Yeah, Dallas is a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us haven't watched it yet, KJ.
what, Dallas from the
Some of that
80s?
60
It was all a
years ago,
dream.
president got assassinated.
What?
That's wild.
Crazy.
Let's see. There's a lot of people
goodness.
saying that they're not watching anything because the boys finished. So.
I just started The Boys.
You can be
Oh, Katie.
excited. You can be excited because Jensen Ackles will be a series lead in the next season, and he's going to be in a prequel series of The Boys. So
I got to get through what they've already published first.
you have time.
I've
It'll be
only
like 2
watched,
years.
4 or 5 episodes.
Of the
Listen,
first
2
season?
years.
Like they just killed. It's not transparent. It's some dumb name that doesn't.
Oh,
actually-
translucent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they
Translucent.
put like his skin in the box, and then they put it in the ocean or whatever. And and then they did the race, and that's as far as I've gotten.
Oh my gosh, you have so much ahead.
You have so much
That's
ridiculous.
as far as I've
Oh,
gotten.
it's
And
so
then they're
crazy.
like hyped up on superhero drug. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you get through the? Did they do the plane scene yet? Because I swear to God, that traumatized me.
With the kid on board? Yeah. And
No.
I cried.
No, the one in episode 4.
Yeah, the one with the kid on board, and it's like the mayor of Baltimore or something.
No, that's the first episode. Episode 4 is with Homelander and Maeve, and there's a plane,
I don't
and
remember
it's the
that.
most traumatizing thing. I can't even
Yeah,
like rewatch
I
it when
remember
I do it.
You might not.
Oh,
You
I don't
may
even
not
know
be
who
on
Maeve
episode
is.
4, Katie.
I just watched the episode where A-Train does the compound V or whatever, and then they race.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
episode
as far
3.
as I've gotten.
Wait for
okay.
the next episode.
Oh, episode 4 is so traumatic. Like when
Great,
I
that's the one I'm
going
to watch after this.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
I'll
right.
watch it.
Have fun.
Oh my god,
Maybe
we are
snippet.
so excited for you.
Don't do it, Katie. It's a trap.
Listen, it took
They're
me
trying
like
to trick you.
4 years to commit to watching something that isn't Malcolm in the Middle reruns. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this yet.
Michelle has pointed out that Umbrella Academy comes out next week, and it's
This
the
is
final
it.
season.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, this is it. I'm rewatching right now. Patches, you need to catch up. Otherwise, just like Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm going to move on without you.
Patches, let's go see Deadpool and Wolverine without KJ.
Eric has a rule. He gives me 3 tries to watch something with him before he just watches it himself.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
He's so nice. KJ, I don't even think KJ does that.
Yes, I do.
She gave him
I
5
wait forever
tries,
to watch
allegedly.
things. I wait forever to watch things, and then all of a sudden we'll be at out at dinner, and Patches will be like, "Oh yeah, that is such a great show," and I'm like, "You already watched that show?" And he's like, "Yes, I did, a gazillion times, a gazillion." How's
And
it
we'll never
feel,
know who's
Patches?
telling the truth because there's only the 2 of them.
How's it
Who are you
feel,
gonna
Patches?
believe?
Allegedly.
Taste your own medicine.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
Can
like
we
that?
poll the cats and find
No,
out
you
who's
don't.
telling the truth?
Oh, they're all gonna side with KJ. Are you kidding me?
No,
Come on.
at least one of them is a daddy's
I
boy.
think
Well, yeah,
Malcolm
Malcolm's yeah,
probably
but
side.
that's one against the other 6. So
Maybe Melody. I think Melody might side with you, Patches.
Nope.
That depends on
Maybe.
how
Yeah.
that chicken's coming along. If that chicken's burnt, then you ain't got no allies.
Melody doesn't care about
Melody
the
doesn't
chicken.
eat chicken.
Wow.
Right.
She's a princess.
She
Mhm.
is. Yeah.
All right. So 1 week from tonight, we've got a new episode of the KJ Today Show. We're going to have our pals Carl and
Borderlands.
Brandon from
Boo.
Popcon.
Boo.
And we're also going to bring you some highlights of my interview with Benjamin Byron Davis, Dutch, from Red Dead Redemption.
Dutch.
If you don't want to wait for highlights, you can actually watch
really
my
good, Katie.
interview on Geek Vibes Nation right now on their YouTube channel, or go to geekvibesnation.com.
No.
What?
No,
Thought we were friends, Katie.
you can't tell me what to do. No.
Okay. All right. Well, then you cannot watch it.
I will not go to kjtodayshow.com, and I only know that because it's over your shoulder. I will not go to geekvibesnation.com. I will not go to your YouTube channel. And I will not pass go and collect $200.
Perfect.
You don't want to
Well,
collect $200? That's pretty lame.
Katie, you're breaking up at very awkward moments.
You just keep freezing and looking very sassy every time.
That's just my
Yeah,
face.
there it is. Okay. We're done here.
Katie, can you say Dutch again?
Dutch.
Oh, with their frozen screen face. Oh yeah, that was perfect.
We will see you live next Wednesday. We will have another new Kind of Dirty Girls for you coming up in that month.
That month, it starts tomorrow.
That month it starts tomorrow.
Not this month, that month.
Hey, before I cut off here, KJ, as the longtime producer of this podcast, I would like to just say this has been the best episode.
You know, you don't have to lie to us.
No one believes you.
All right, then next episode we revisit the Dixon Cider Club.
That does bring up a good point right before we leave. KJ, what container receptacle do you put things you buy at the store in?
The big
Okay.
What kind of
And
big?
what giant lizards would fly around and be sassy at people and apparently go,
dragon big.
I don't understand why the word big and dragon aren't the same.
I don't know.
Shouldn't they be?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have that accent anymore unless I really hang around my Wisconsin family. So
Or a certain supermarket?
yes.
How do you say bagels?
How do I say bagels?
Bagel?
Okay, that's not as bad.
Bagel?
We-
Bagels?
We had a coworker from Minnesota one time who
Tell
was
me
like,
we're
I got some
Minnesota?
no, he was like, I got some bagels.
Who says
And it's like
bagels?
bagels?
That's a red
That's
flag.
just wrong.
No,
That's
It's
just
put-
wrong.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
it's coffee.
I'm so sorry to
It's-
everybody who tuned in.
It's
I'm sorry we
Paulie,
did this
not
to you.
Polly.
It's GTL, baby. Gym, tan, laundry.
You're confusing New York with New Jersey, and I just want to say that that's very hurtful.
Coming from the
Yes,
woman
because
whose
Tia is
mascot
from
is
New
Tia
York.
the Dragon of New Jersey.
New
Come
Jersey.
It's the
When I
dragon
say
from
from
New
New
Jersey.
York.
I don't
I
think New
know,
York.
but it's better to say she's from the dragon from New Jersey.
When I
Sounds way
hear
more entertaining.
sass, I
They're
think
sassier
New
than-
Jersey.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't
Jersey
think
is
New York.
sassier than New York.
New York is full of people who will do everything they can to not make eye contact with you.
Are we still on?
AJ, you're
No,
the
it-
one who has the power here, bro.
I know you have the power.
Yeah, it
She's
actually,
just gonna-
believe it or not, it
You
still
got
says
the power?
live up there in the top left corner. as
Still
we're
happening?
broadcasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a dancing dragon up there in the corner there?
Raging.
Tia the Dancing Dragon from New Jersey.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
this book just keeps getting better and better.
At some point, they're just gonna roll the music and cut us off.
All right, for real. I gotta I don't know.
Our
I-
one
eating some
person
chicken?
watching has had enough.
I gotta get my life together. Oh, by the way, thank you, Patches, for my new mug. And
Yeah,
thank
we're
you,
totally stopping this. We're ending
I
this.
know,
Oh,
you're
hey, by the way,
continuing.
Thank you, Conquest Journals, for making a black cat sticker as part of the Waiting for the Night decal pack. I love it so much. Thank you. Good night.
Hashtag ad.
Bye.
Man.